Good evening, everybody. It is currently 3 minutes to 12, so that'd be midnight then. So this will probably go up on the 9th. I think it's the 9th tomorrow, on the Thursday. I'm jumping back on board again. I am getting so... I don't ever want to swear in my vlogs, but I am getting so fucking pissed off with the Ingham family that, what are they doing? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go back a few days. That person who I watch now had done this vlog thing. Yeah, vlog. Now, I didn't get to watch it all, but it starts off with Sarah in the kitchen and she's yabbering onto the camera. Mila would have been to that side of her and you could hear her crying and she's looking that way and she said, went back to the camera and said 3 times she'd been dressed, 3 times she'd gotten undressed and wasn't happy, and then said, you need to go get dressed. She's only 2. I don't know half the time what Mila wears anyway, so, Mila might not like the clothes she's wearing. I know she's only 2, but she might feel uncomfortable. I can't say. But then she pans back to camera and I think she was talking a bit and she was going to go on about a Facebook recipe she'd found, sausage curry. I cringed. And she was showing you the ingredients, what you needed to do this with. Now, I'm sorry, you don't always need to use rice in the microwave. It's easy to boil a pan of water, put rice in the water, watch it fluff up, and it's ready. If there's too much, put it in containers, use it whenever. It don't take that long to do. Now, somewhere in between all that anyway, before she'd started doing stuff, Isla came rushing in and I could swear she was crying, distraught, that she had lost the tooth, what had fallen out. And she seemed in such a panic that all Sarah could say to her, well, go check again, go see if you can find it. Instead of putting camera down, she goes back to the camera then, instead of putting the camera down, to go with her daughter who was in distress over the tooth, to go look for it with her. So bear with, because my back's up at the moment with this. So then she has this frying pan out and she with Richmond sausages. And she empties them out into it. And then she's trying to cut them in the frying pan with a blooming knife. And I was befuzzled. I was confused.com because I'm like, why are you trying to cut sausages up in a frying pan? Well, I'm being cooked. It ain't going to work. Then she suddenly twigged on when she picked the scissors up. It was so much easier. Don't take that much to figure out that scissors would be easier. Now, I am going to presume that you did do the sausages and all that stuff in the frying pan. or whatever, we don't use a frying pan. Everything is either grilled or oven, because grilled is more healthier. I'm vegetarian anyway, but grilled is more healthier than frying stuff and using oil and stuff like that. Now, what I didn't get, well, you said also that Jace and Mila was having this, and you got the mild powder thing and stuff. Have you not thought Jace and Mila might not want to eat something like that? I understand you're a big family, but then children are young. They might not want to eat something like that and might want something else. There's 3 of us in this house. None of us eat the same thing. None of us. Well, when it comes to dinners and stuff like that, as in nighttime dinners, sometimes Dave will cook a roast, and him and Zane will have that. And me, I will have something that's similar but without meat content. It'll be plant-based. So that just kerfuzzled me, because I thought, are you really going to give that to Jace and Mila? Are they going to eat it? Did they enjoy it? Did they not like it? Now that's all I saw of that part. Next, I goes on to this again, and they've gone to Gulliver's. That's it. Gulliver's theme park, I do believe. I don't know. I've never been. He's never been. I think I roughly know where it is, but we've never been there. Excuse me. And you'd said you'd travelled for ages. You did stop off for a break. You'd travelled for ages and stuff. Oh, actually, that could have been... No, that would be before Gulliver's, wasn't it? That would be before Gulliver's. But you did say you'd been in that van, plumbing God knows how many hours, with that poor baby, probably in a car seat, wherever she was. Sorry. All the others cramped up in there. Why? Why so soon? And then next thing I know, you're at Gulliver's theme park, or whatever it's called. Now, you're at the theme park, and you're picking Jace up. Chris, you're picking Jace up, and you're showing him these dinosaurs and stuff like that. And Jace is saying the names of the dinosaurs. So he's getting excited and stuff like that. And I think Isabel had hold of Mila. And you can't see them because this person blurs the children out. But from what I could see, well, Mila wasn't looking impressed, even though she was blurred, was not looking impressed when Isabel went, shh, listen. Waited for that noise, and then Mila went, it farted. And you were all in stitches. I think you went on a few rides with the children. You went on one of these spinny, whatever you call them. I'd say they were teacups, but I don't know what they are. They have circling, you can spin it as fast as you want or whatever. Jay seemed to be okay. Mila didn't look as if she was liking it whatsoever. Yet again, even though they're blurred out. And then Jace has got the camera, whatever it were done on, and he's talking into the camera. He shouldn't even have that camera, phone, whatever, in his hand, doing a vlog. or doing a little bit of a vlog at a 4.5-year-old. And then I do believe you went to this thing and it was shut and all the kids wanted to go on it. They didn't go on it. Well, the older ones, obviously. They couldn't get on it because it was closed for whatever reason. Then Isabel was taking Mila onto this, I presume it was a track thing, and it was going past dinosaurs and that lot. Even though Mila's blurred, when Isabel were asking us if she were ready to go on and stuff, you can see her head going like that. No. I know Isabel's an adult now. If Mila's going no, Mila is trying to tell that she doesn't want to go on something. She doesn't want to go on it, but she is being forced to go on it to make the content. And then Isabel talks like Sarah. Oh, look at that yellow one, and wait for mummy one, and things like that. Mila's probably got a bit excited by then. But why are you forcing, any of you 3 adults now, why are you forcing your 2-year-old to go on something she clearly was saying no to, and she didn't want to? You're exploiting them. You are making them go on things they don't want to go on. And then, obviously, Chris went on that blooming swing thing. He didn't want to go on there. So how did... Chris, I don't think you watch me. Chris, how did you feel that you had to go on that ride and you're going round and you don't like it, but you force your children, your younger children, to go on rides they don't want to go on to? How does that feel to you? You didn't like it. Why would you force them to do the same thing? You know what I'm saying, don't you? Because you are teaching them learned behaviour from you, from Sarah, now from Isabel. Esme. Esme's getting the attitude because it's all learnt behaviour that's gone on from what you've been doing. Your children will learn from you, and it is called learnt behaviour. Isla struggles a lot. I've said this the other day. She does struggle a lot. And I will say, I hope and pray that Isla goes to that scout, whatever it was, thing she's going to go to each week, every week, and make some friends. And, you know, make some friends, interact with them, maybe speak to them. She might speak to them without you knowing. She might speak to them and open up a little, because I do think Isla needs to open up a little. She is one, Isla, very nervous child. Nervous. There's something not right. Now, another thing what's annoying me is, I've had 6 children. 1 I did lose, still full term. I had a miscarriage also, so it would technically be 7, sorry. I've had 3 natural and 3 C-sections, as I've stated previously. What on earth are you doing running around when you're only, maybe 4 weeks after the surgery, and you're running around, well, not like necessarily running, but you're thingying around, you're doing this, you're doing that, and then you decide to go away when the weather is freezing and the temperatures at night are going lower and lower and lower, and you have had that operation, and it's a major one. It's a major one. It is. Believe me, been there 3 times. The 2 last times, I cope very well with that. I knew what to expect. You didn't know what to expect. And you're going in a van, driving. He's driving for hours. You must be feeling some pain. You must be feeling some pain. And then you've got your 3, I'm going to put her at 4 weeks. I can't even figure out where the blooming are at the moment. I'm going to put her at 4 weeks. I don't even think she's that old. You're taking her out. Right. There's germs flying around. She's not had any vaccinations yet. You always seem to have you've both, Chris has admitted, so sorry, Chris has admitted that she will not settle in a pram and she doesn't like the car seat. Do you want to know why that is? Do you want to know? You've always got her here, in a sling, or whatever not a sling, a sling's for your arm, isn't it? But you know what I'm on about. In a, whatever they use, pouch things, whatever they are. I never use one of them for my children. Not anything like that. And she's always there, attached to you. Yeah, she's going to stay warm, in a sense, because she's going to feel the warmth off you, if you're warm. But no, not in this weather. I understand. You love showing off and going away and going in this van thing, and he's always wanting to be out of that £600,000 house that you got. And you're decorated and all this, that and other, and you're never there. You're always disappearing. Why pay £600,000 when you're not going to be there? I don't get it. Because I certainly would. I certainly, if I paid that much, would be enjoying the home itself. Excuse me. I won't have that many rooms though. And half all the stuff they've got in there that I don't like. I'm going to go to the one that I've seen tonight now. And it's about Chris couldn't get a vlog done, edited, whatever, and uploaded. I think it was in Blackpool. And he wrote a thingy message saying about his hot wife. When's he ever said that? And he was trying to get her on the, I'm going to go with Pepsi Max. I'm presuming it was Pepsi Max in Blackpool at the Pleasure Beach. I'm sorry. Are you right? Are you right up here? That you were going to try and get your wife on the Pepsi Max when she's just had major surgery not long back? Do you know what that could do? Do you have any clue? Do you ever sit back and think what that could do after that surgery? What she had? You hadn't had the surgery. You hadn't had the surgery. You did your deed, that with it. You haven't had the surgery. You do not know what it feels like afterwards. And you're trying to get it on Pepsi Max. That potentially, not definitely, could cause serious damage because she's still healing. And I don't just mean on the outside of the scar. They cut through many layers, then layers and layers and layers, have to heal bit by bit by bit by bit. And it takes its blooming time to heal. And you're trying to get her on that. Yeah. Think. And then he's going a 5-hour round trip or whatever to Summit again. And he already knew that Jace had an hospital appointment. And what have you not? Well, why weren't you at home? Why weren't you at home? Be at home for when you've got an appointment. It's not that thingy. It's not that hard to think. Oh, well, yeah, actually, we should be at home. Jace has got an appointment, you know. Now, you will have had a letter or a text to say when Jace's appointment was, and then you go on to say that Jace was poorly later on. Jace is 4.5-year-old. If you've took Jace to the hospital for whatever appointment, that little boy is not going to know that whatever he might have is going to pass around and spread and make other people poorly. You know, the germs spread, especially in a place that's an hospital, which is going to be warm now because, you know, it's gotten colder. Germs like to collect when there's more warmth. They're like, I'm going to go to the next person. And then it's going to go to the next person. And it can spread like wildfire, just like the COVID. That's it. And before you know it, you'd have an whole hospital full of people. You never stated, and you normally do, you never stated what was wrong with Jace in the first place. You just said Jace was poorly. You never stated what was wrong with him. And you're normally very open in telling everybody what is wrong with your children. Going back to baby, at the beginning of that, she was screaming. That baby was screaming. She's not back to her birth weight. She is not back to her birth weight. She should be back to her birth weight by now and maybe a bit more added extra. I'm trying not to get mad. I am so desperately. Sarah, what are you doing? You've had children. You've had other children. What are you doing holding your newborn daughter like that? She's not a doll. She's actually a human, a newborn baby. And you've got her latched on there and the body's down here and you've got her, just the way you're holding it is not right. It's not right. You should be sat down, not coming into this vlog with your newborn baby hanging off you. But don't look as if she's got any support whatsoever. In fact, to me, I mean, I don't want to be seeing your things. It didn't even look as if she were probably latching on. Sit down with your daughter. Feed her that way she needs feeding. If your other daughter, Mila, your 2-year-old, renegade, tornado, whatever you call her, has been going around the house all day, messing things up, the kitchen's a mess, everywhere's a mess. You stated that you was too busy with the baby. Chris stated he was too busy with other things. you've got Isabel and Esme. Now, Esme's only 14, right? But you've got Isabel and Esme. Where were they? Where were they? In fact, where were any of them? Why was your 2-year-old running around that big house that you've got and not being watched? Do you know? You've got to know. You've got to. I just don't get it. You've got to know how many potential risks are in your house. Lots and lots of risks in that house. That if you don't start looking after them children right, something is going to go wrong. It's not Mila's job to look after herself. She's 2. She's going to think, wait, look at this. I can do this, and this. She's 2 year blooming old, for Christ's sake. Do something. Chris, you stop being an idiot, or I really want to use another word, arsehole, and stop thinking about getting your bleeding vlogs up. Think about your 2-year-old running around the house and you don't know what she's doing and whether she's going to injure herself or anything like that. There's so-called things as baby gates and everything like that I never seem to see. You know, what about your socket things? Have you got all them covered up? You know, your sockets, you got them all covered up with stuff. Your marble table, have they got the bumper things on corner? So, you know, she's running, she don't go and smash her head open. I think you're piling with them too much sweets. I do that. I do definitely know you're probably piling them with too much sweets. And they're going on a blooming adrenaline rush. It's not, oh, fucking hell. You've had the children. You wanted the children. Look after the children. Not Isabel. She's old enough. Look after your children, for Christ's sake, before something dangerous happens. It's been there many a times that I thought, oh my God, no. Please, no. I've seen it too many times in the blogs before I obviously were watching someone else. That there's been too many risks, especially with the younger two. Too many risks. And am I being nasty towards you? Yes. You wanted the children, you've got the house, you've got money. You don't need to be going away every 2 bloody seconds that you can get away from the house for whatever reason. And stay in the house, watch your children, get them into a routine. My suggestion for baby, because she's screaming like she is telling me she is hungry. Get her off the boob and put her onto a formula. Put her onto formula as to whatever she'd drink at her age. I've had hungry babies, so not all. I've had mostly hungry babies. Put her on what? She's 3 ounce. 3 ounce. Put her on 3 ounce. Try her with that. See how she takes it. She might not take it all. But try her with formula. Put her on 3 ounce to start with. See how she takes it. Get her wind up. Change her. Make sure she's clean. Change her bum and stuff like that. Like a parent is supposed to do. Check nappies and stuff like that in between everything else. Not just when they've been fed her all. And I bet you anything that baby will start putting weight on. Will start putting that weight on if you switch to formula. She is not getting enough. She is not getting enough. She doesn't ever seem to be settling. And Chris, you again, what's wrong with you all? what is wrong with actually you all, not all of you, but yeah, you two anyway, and maybe Isabel. I never used to speak badly about Isabel. Chris, I never see you with the baby. I never see you holding that baby at all. Anything. There's no... In hospital, you were all like, oh, look at her, she's so cute, she's lovely and all this lot. I never see you holding your baby girl. Sarah, don't hold your daughter, your baby girl, 24 hours a day. All right, she's going to be sleeping in between that, but 24 hours a day. Don't. She doesn't need mollycuddling 24 hours a day. There's other things to be done. As long as you know where baby is and she's in sight, so you can just, peek over, check she's okay, and she's settled, and she's had a feed, she's had a change, she looks content. You can get along with doing other stuff. And I'll put her in a crib somewhere. Put her in a crib so you can monitor her. Carry one of them monitor things, what I've now advanced out, that you can actually see her and stuff. If baby is going to cry, that doesn't mean you need to rush to her attention, unless she's crying and it sounds like she's in major distress. I was a first-time mum at 22 with James. I listened to nobody. In fact, I really had nobody. So I trusted my own things. I was working. Obviously, I wasn't working straight after Adam, but I was working. If, there were dogs to take out, I was very much into the exercise. I did have problems with that. Very much into the exercise, everything. I'd take my dogs out with baby and Pram when I could, or who I was with would watch him while I was taking dogs out, etc. He'd be fed, he'd be winded, he'd be changed. I'd hold him, I'd love him, I'd kiss him, say I love you and stuff, and it would place back into the crib where I could see him while I got on with tea, etc. We bought an house, but the kitchen was only small. When I get on with tea and start preparing stuff, he was an hungry baby, and he did cry a lot. He cried a heck of a lot. Didn't ever want to do it. But I could not spend all my time, because he was crying. Yeah, like I say, because he was crying, seeing to him, unless I knew he was in major distress, which you can tell from the way a baby cries to another cry of a higher level, etc., that there is something wrong with a baby. I've studied all this, by the way, which no one knows. No one knows a lot about me, by the way, and I'm not even going to put it out there. Not any of it. But I'm smarter than anybody can possibly think, yet again. But a lot of people don't know a lot about me. Apart from, yes, my grammar is rubbish. So thanks to the grammar police, what came in on my last one and said there should be THERI. I am so sorry that you got offended. I do take it. I do believe you may have been from the IFAM side. Anyway, I put a polite message, didn't put no nasty. Gave you a nice message back. Grammar police number 1, grammar police number 2. You did make me laugh, actually. I thought, oh God, there they go. Grammar police are coming in. I haven't said I'm good at grammar. I've never said that. I've never said I'm good at grammar at all. I can speak and I can write, but I never said I were perfect at grammar. Is there a person out there that's perfect at everything? Tell me that if you're watching these two grammar police me, okay? So anyway, going back to that, what I was saying, there's a different tone as to what your baby would do with a natural wah cry that, you know, to a higher pitched tone that then indicates that the baby is in distress. You need to go check. Might have colic, bellyache, feeling unwell. There's loads of reasons that a baby would go higher pitched if there was something wrong. Loads of reasons, not just them, there's others as well. She does not have to be attached to you because you're making a rod off your own back. I think that's the saying. Rod for your own back. That she's there constantly. And that's what she's going to want. But you holding her the way you hold her is not a natural thing to do. I am telling you now, you do not hold a baby like that. Now, I'm going to say this again. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but I'm going to say this again. No one seems to be happy about this baby. Nobody seems to be happy about this baby coming into the world, apart from when she was in hospital. Nobody. Do I think Sarah has got postnatal depression and is not coping, and yet he's making her go here, there, everywhere that I can get to go to? Well, she's still trying to recover, and ain't going to recover because I'm telling you now, she's going to go skydiving straight down. If you keep pushing her out there and saying, oh, we're going here, I've done a surprise, we're going here, we're going there, we're going wherever, she's not going to get the rest. I see the signs. I see the signs of what she's doing. I am observing. I'm observing you as a couple, as a family. I'm observing you as to what you are doing. That baby you've brought into the world, not that baby's cute. Aurora is cute. Doesn't need to live a life with a camera in her face every 2 seconds. She needs love. She needs attention. She also doesn't need to be stuck to someone. But I'm seeing signs that Sarah's just going to drop. And more times out of 10, if you've had a cesarean section, you're more likely to get some signs of postnatal depression. And if she's not speaking about this to a doctor or people who check up, midwife, health visit, it won't be health visit yet, probably be mid, unless she's been discharged from midwife. If she's not going to open up, I can see a storm brewing. But something is not adding up to me. It's not sitting right with me for the start off. It's not sitting right what I'm seeing. And I have a lot stored up here. A lot stored up here. And I don't just mean by watching YouTube. I'm going back to when I was 6 years old. And I could go from me being 6 all the way through my childhood, all the way through my teenage, my adult years, to present, and do a book. Because I remember it all. It's all here. I remember everything someone says to me. And if someone's told a lie, boom, it comes straight out. And I said, well, you didn't say that before, did you? And they're like, what? There. That's where it all is. There. No. Yes, I have got mental health illness. But it's all in there. Get some help. Please get some help. Get a blooming nanny in. Get whoever in that you need help with. Because something is going to go wrong. And I'm sick of seeing it now. To the point that I'm getting really pissed off myself. Because I don't think it's going to be you two what it happens to. it's going to be one of them children. And I'm not saying it might not even be Isla, it could be Isla, I don't know. But them two younger ones, something is going to go wrong. And God help if it does, because then you've got to then live with the guilt, okay? Guilt for not watching them right. Do something. I don't know what else to say. I honestly do not know what to say. I don't like swearing. I don't like swearing on my vlogs. Yes, the other person does make me laugh to the point that I'd be crying with stitches. But I don't like swearing, and this is now getting to a point where it's what I'm observing is looking serious. They take Mondays off. Apparently there's going to be a vlog tomorrow, which I presume is a Blackpool thing. They're not having enough time off. They've got to keep that camera rolling for however long to get that income. Well, that income will be taken away very quickly if you don't watch what you're both doing and keep putting your children at risk. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't mean by me, as in like, your income will be there, what you've made, but it'll soon dwindle with bills and stuff. I don't know. I've gone on a tangent yet again. I am really peeved off with what I'm seeing. There's never a day that I would have dreamt of holding my baby like that, or letting a 2-year-old, yeah, I've never had a big house like that, you know what I mean? But letting my 2-year-old, which I ain't got none now, you know, they're all adults apart from one, run around free, spirited, and not wondering what they get up to. And saying now he's nearly 14. And if he's quiet, I'm like, son, you all right? Yeah. So if he goes quiet, it's like, why has he gone quiet? Normally he's talking. Why has he gone quiet? And then when you start doing that, it starts again. He starts talking. It's a no win-win situation, really, isn't it? Because when they go quiet, and it's like, what you up to? I don't need to invade his privacy as much now. I mean, he still needs a lot of looking after, but he's only there. He's only literally there through room, doing his animation things and stuff. But, you know, he don't leave us. He's still very much attached to me and him. So me and Dave, I starting up me and him, but you know what I mean. But anyway, on that note, it is now Jesus. Well, it's not Jesus, obviously. It's 12:40 a.m. Did I say the 9th? 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, it will be the 9th probably when I'm putting this up. I've lost count now. Anyway, guys, whoever watches, guys, ladies, gentlemen, whatever, sorry. I always say guys, don't I? Whoever watches, I do appreciate. Please go over to, I'm going to mention, he has put a community post up if you do follow, the Raccoon Official. Sign the petition if you can. Share it wherever you can, please. And let's stop these from being exploited every 2 blooming seconds of them waking up. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I think I've given myself a damn well sore throat. Take care of yourselves. And thank you for watching, those who do watch. You can always leave comments if you don't like what I'm saying. That's your opinion at the end of the day. We've all got opinions. If you don't like what I'm saying, comment. You're just going to get the same as what everyone else gets, which ain't a slanging match, to be honest. Just whatever. But thank you for watching anyway. I'm going to have my brew. It is decaf. And then I'm probably going to head up and not sleep anyway. So take care of yourselves. Keep warm if you can because it's getting colder. and I will see you pretty soon again with probably another rant. Probably going to get used to these, aren't you? I come out of nowhere and I'm back ranting, for Christ's sakes. But anyway, see you all later, and please take care. Remember, always be there for someone if you can. Bye.